Everyone, happy Monday. We will get going in just a minute. Go ahead and take this time to start warming up on your G position, and we will get going in about 5 minutes, about 9:18. Morning, Joy.
You want to the tema teacher already come. Already come to school.
We gotcha.
I already knew.
Yep, you're good.
Where my teacher at?
She's over there. She's over here with Mason.
Miss,
Yep.
I said hi.
Okay, sounds good. She says hi too. Okie dokie. So again, guys, start warming up on your G position warm up that we did last time, and our two pieces that we started last week. We're going to change pace a little bit today and do some writing in G major. So we'll have a small written assignment to do today, but overall should be pretty light day. But we will get going in just a couple minutes on that. But go ahead and warm up right now. Okay, everyone, go ahead and pause playing for a couple minutes. Go ahead and now, please, first of all, if we could have our cameras on, that would be awesome. But go ahead and go to Canvas. There is a module that is entitled, or for this week, week 15, I think we are on, or is it 16? Let me double check. I accidentally just exited out. But there is a worksheet that we have that is called Writing in G Position. Thank you. And that will be what we will be working on today. Okay? Just a couple kind of house cleaning things. Remember that if you haven't done your makeup playing test yet, those are due by Friday to get credit for those for the first 9 weeks. So if you have any of those, feel free to send me a video of that. We also, now that we're moving into back into virtual mode, just a reminder, it would be great. It will not be required, but it would be awesome and make your life a lot easier if you have some type of keyboard at home. It doesn't have to be a full-size keyboard or anything like that. But if you would like a keyboard but don't think that your family, that's like a financially viable thing for you to get, please let me know, and I will see if I can write a grant or something for that. But it will, as we continue on, especially with the second semester, as we're looking towards that, we don't know when we'll be coming in person again. So just planning ahead, it would be great for you to have some type of keyboard at home. It doesn't have to be anything super fancy, but those can be as little as $40 or something like that. You can even go to thrift shops. A lot of times they'll have an old keyboard for just $5 or something like that. So that would be awesome if everyone could have some type of keyboard at home, because the Chromebook, while we can make it work, it'll make it a lot more of a better classroom experience if you guys have something at home. So I think that's all the house cleaning things that I wanted to do. If you haven't done your quiz on the left hand when the Saints go marching in, please send me a video of that by, let's say, tomorrow. Just so I can get that grade in the grade book. So a video is fine, but please place it to where I can see your hands, just to make sure that we can get you credit for that. Okay? So hopefully by now you have the Writing in G Position worksheet open. Let me go ahead and share my iPad screen. One sec. Okie doke. Sorry, I needed to connect my Apple Pencil really quick. And now let's do iPad. And share. Okay, can you guys see that okay? Okay, so today we're going to talk about writing in G position. So make sure that you have this out. And we will get going. So take a break from playing for a couple minutes and let's get this going so we can get our 5 points for the day. This will be collected at the end of class. Joey, did you have a question? You're still muted, Joey, if you need something. Here, let me throw...
I cannot find the
I'll share it with you really quick. Give me just 1 sec. Let me put it. I'll put it in the chat. Okay. There you go. It's in the chat for you, Joey. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about writing in G position. Now remember, with G position, if we look at our bass clef and our treble clef, we are always starting with the finger, or with the letter G, and then if we remember our musical alphabet, once we get to G, we start back over at A, okay? So just take a look at these corresponding lines right here. So G is the key that is after we have our set of 3 black keys. G goes in between black key 1 and 2, okay? You can also just count back remember, before the 2 black keys, that's C. So we can go C, B, A, G, like that. Okay? So both of our hands are going to start on G now, and then every other note will just start on the alphabet, starting with A right here. Okay? So take a look at the piece, The Band Leader. Also notice that we are now playing middle C is now being played with the left hand and not the right hand. So middle C is where we used to have our right thumb, but now middle C is, that note is being played by our left hand. Finger number 2 of our left hand. So we'll start this together, and then I'll have you do the second half on your own. So right here, if we remember our little saying for the lines and spaces, who can tell me what that is for the treble clef? Our saying for the lines and the spaces? Most of you learned it in like elementary school. If you want to throw it in the chat, that's fine too. Anyone for the treble clef lines and spaces? Starts with every.
Oh,
I can.
Go ahead, go for it.
Every good boy deserves fudge, and can I bases too?
Yeah.
Face.
Yep, so face in the space. Sorry, I wasn't looking for your hand raise in the thing. Thank you, Emma. Good. So, and Zita wrote it in the chat as well. So every good boy does fine, or every good boy deserves fudge, and then face in the space, right? Then for our bass clef, right here, that one is different, remember, because the bass clef utilizes different notes. So that's Grandma Boogie's Down Fifth Avenue. And in the spaces, I think we did All Cows Eat Grass or All Cars Eat Gas. One of those two, okay? So if this is E, this is G. So that letter name is G right there. Then we can just follow the alphabet because it just goes up in motion. So
you zoom in a little bit. You zoom in.
zoom in.
Yeah.
There you go. So we have G, A, then it just goes up the alphabet, B, C, D. Then careful here, we have a leap there, so it's not going to be C again, it's going to be every good boy. And then we have another leap, every good boy does, okay? So I'll ask you to do the rest of the treble clef on your own. And then let's take a look at the bass clef. So this will probably be something very similar because if you look, the melodic content between the treble clef and the bass clef is exactly the same. So this is G, oops, sorry Siri. G, A, B, C, then A, B, C, D, A, B, and then A, B, C, D. And now that we're working with in G position, we're going to have ledger lines in the left hand now, okay? So remember, it's always easy to remember that this line above the bass clef, that's C, because that's middle C right there. And then if you go one above, that's D. And if you go one below, that's B, by just following the alphabet, okay? So I'm going to ask you today on your own to do these measures on your own. Remember, the top is treble clef, the bottom is bass clef. And then number 3, you're going to do on your own right now. So it's going to ask you to write the notes from the G position that spell out these words. The note values in each measure must add up to 4 counts. Turn the note stems down when they are on or above the middle line of either staff. Turn them up when they are below the middle line. Okay, so what's that saying? We'll do the first treble clef one and the first bass clef one together. So we have the word gab. So let's go ahead and write in our notes and rhythms, and then we'll do the stems together. Okay. So notice that this has to add up to 4 beats. So I'm doing 1 plus 2 plus 1, that equals 4. So I have my 4 beats, and then if it's below the middle line, you're going to do the stems up. If it's above or on the middle line, you're going to do them down. Okay? So those are stem up. This one is stem down. Notice that the stems go on the right when they're facing up and they go on the left when they're down. Okay? That's something that takes a little bit of practice to do. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different on the bass clef because we have the D instead of the A. Right? So we're gonna start here. Let's do a different rhythm. Let's do a half note here, and then a quarter note, and then D right there. So all of these stems are going to be down because they're all above that middle line right there, okay? And there is the word Gad, okay? So that last number 3 is a little bit complicated because you need it to add up to 4 beats and you need to make sure that the stems are the right way, okay? So just take some time on that. But that is all you have for the day that we'll do in person. So you will complete number 3 on your own, and then number 1, finish those 4 measures that we did not do together. And then the rest of the time should be spent today practicing the 2 pieces that are on page. Let's see. The pieces that we started this past week that are on page, let's see, 40 or 51. The Love Somebody and Friend Like You, where we are practicing G position, okay? So make sure that you get this worksheet turned into Canvas by the end of class today so I can get that graded. I'll probably grade that tonight or tomorrow morning. But that's all we have for the Zoom meeting today, guys. Just get that worksheet done and get it submitted and then practice your 2 pieces, okay? We will see you guys later on Zoom. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see some of you in person tomorrow for our last hybrid day. But we'll see you guys soon.
A quick question for you.
Yeah, what's up, Joey?
Are we going back to virtual back? Yeah.
Go back to virtual starting on Wednesday. So Wednesday is full virtual again.
Are we, for example, are we going back to school?
No, so there won't be anyone in the building for the rest of the semester. So after Thanksgiving break, we'll be full virtual still. In the spring, after winter break, that might be when we come back, but we don't know yet. It depends if the numbers go down again.
I heard. Hold up. Let me get this straight. I heard on art teacher tell me that after winter break, I heard that it will get we will come back.
We might go back. It's not set in stone yet. It just depends if the numbers get down low enough for us to come back in hybrid mode again. But hopefully we'll be able to. It just depends on the numbers after break. Okay? Yep.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Sounds good. Well, just try and submit that worksheet if you can by the end of the day today, and then work on our G position songs, okay?
I want to do the G assignment today.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. So if you just you can submit that. If you want to email it to me, if that's easier, just send me the message via Canvas. That's fine. Okay. And then I will make the letter. I'll write in the letter names on your music, and I'll send that to you today as well. I'll do the same for you today, Justin. Okay. Okay. And we don't have anyone to stay with you in the Zoom meeting, so if you want to hang out, you're welcome to, and I can answer questions as you go. But if not, you are welcome to just go practice, and then I'll leave the Zoom open all class, okay? Hi, Justin. I haven't got to say hi to you yet. I hope you had a good weekend. I'll be here if you guys have any questions, okay?
I've been playing my G chord a minute ago.
Awesome. Yeah, just keep working on it, okay?
Okay.